Acceptance. If you haven't already subscribed, click the button on the bottom right and click the notification bell. That way you'll be informed when I upload new content. I thought I'd cover this subject again. It's been done in the past, but it's worth thinking about and revisiting. Acceptance. I believe that true acceptance is the gateway to peace of mind. So, what do I mean by true acceptance? We all have areas of our life that we wish were different. And this could include the past, the potential future, and certainly the present. And I believe that to move forwards positively and even maybe affect change can only happen if we start with the acceptance of things as they are, no matter how painful that might be. And in this context, of course, acceptance is not giving up. You could argue, well, if I just accept the situation, then what is my mandate for acting in the world? Why don't I just lie down and die? Why get out of bed in the morning? This is how it is, and I'll have to accept that fact even though it causes me pain and suffering and it's not the way I want life to be. But the acceptance that I'm talking about here is waking up to the reality of the situation that's facing you, whatever that might be. And of course, in our complex lives, there's often not just one thing that is causing us pain and suffering, but there can be many. And so it's an acceptance of many things. For some, the acceptance of the situation they find themselves in life. Or it could be more specific, the relationship with loved ones that you wished could be different, or a situation in your life, ill health, something to do with income, something to do with where you're living, the problems of living in this world. So, to move forwards, to get from this place to potentially a better place, has to start with recognizing that this is the place that you are in, and actually finding peace with this present moment and with the past and with the potential future that is causing you potential anxiety or stress. So there's an acceptance of what life is presenting to you, how it is unfolding, and how it has unfolded in the past and appears to unfold moment by moment into your future. And this isn't a way of positive thinking or rationalizing that things could be worse, or trying to use some cognitive techniques to feel better about what's happening. This is a much deeper way of being. This is truly accepting the situation and living with it in your heart and in your soul. After all, this is what's being presented to you. This is your reality. This is the reality that is unfolding. This is life. This is your life here right now. So open your eyes, don't avert them, and look at your life and look at the things that are being presented to you, and accept that this is the situation, because guess what? You don't have a choice. This is the situation. And so you stop conflicting with reality, because you always lose when you argue with reality. Now this might take some time, this acceptance, because, as I say, it's not a thought process, a mental position that you take to sanitize life. This is actually looking at the raw reality that is facing you and letting it in, not fighting it, not being in conflict with it. And then, and it might take a while, but from that place of acceptance, you can find peace, and that peace then allows you to be one with what is unfolding. And when you are not in conflict but at peace and in that flow of life, even in the suffering, the pain, if you're in that flow, then what happens is you start to act in harmony with the situation. You're not in conflict, you're not forcing the situation, you're not trying to force things to be different to how they are, but you're in harmony with that. And from that harmony and from that sense of awareness, acceptance and truth, then actions flow through you, and you start to interact and unfold your own sense of being in the world, unfolds in a way that is natural and authentic and effective. But the effects that you have from this way of being should never be the goal, because when the goal is to affect things for your own benefit, to change the things that you don't like, then you're starting from a position of conflict, and you'll be fighting that conflict for the rest of your life. So acceptance comes first. And so then you are bringing peace into your inner world. Perhaps it's true to say you are finding peace within your inner world. Your inner world isn't polluted by the external situation, but it is witnessing and accepting the external situation. Then you fall into that ground of being, which is always at peace, always free-flowing and always spontaneous, the empty mind. And you then, from that place, you can't help but act within the flow of life. That authentic self then flows through you as actions in the world, actions that happen without needing the benefit of a goal for the individual self. So you're not acting out of egoic need or get to a place that you believe you will be fulfilled and you will be at peace because you have achieved a certain goal. You're not egoically led. You are not led from external events. You are following a flow from an inner authentic sense of being. You are actually not following the flow, of course. You are in the flow. You are the flow. And then the inner world of your mind, that empty mind, is free and at peace and connects with the external world in a way that is authentic, genuine and simple. This way of being is very simple. It strips away all the complexities, including the conflicts of wanting things to be different. There's a simple acceptance that this is my life, this is life, and then from that simple acceptance come action. And those actions, when they are manifested from the source, the pure awareness, the empty mind, they are the source and they are pure awareness, and they connect with and find harmony with the external world. And then that phrase that we're all so familiar with actually becomes a reality. You fulfill your potential.